What is up, guys? It's your boy Sickland, boy. Here, look like my daddy says I'm recording. We're here for another video, and this is gonna be kind of a different video today, so strap in. In my previous videos, I alluded to doing a video about a certain racing game that was coming up, and well, we're doing that today, but it's actually not the game that I was originally planning to do. But this one just kind of came out of nowhere, and it took priority, so yeah. We're gonna be doing that instead. And just in case you haven't figured it out yet by what's in the background, well, this video is gonna be about Hot Wheels. So yeah, about 3 weeks ago or so, a trailer dropped for a brand new Hot Wheels game that was coming out, and it's called Hot Wheels Rift Rally, if you didn't already know that it existed. Yeah, that's gonna be coming out and fairly soon. It's actually gonna be coming out next month. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm recording this on like the 28th, so by the time you guys are seeing this video, it's probably already March and everything, so yeah, don't have that much long to wait. At first when I saw it, I was like, okay, you know, we're getting a new Hot Wheels game, and then I actually saw kind of what we're doing with this one and everything like that, and I'm not excited, but I am very skeptical. Put it to you in a simple way, Hot Wheels Rift Rally is essentially going to be a Hot Wheels version of Mario Kart Live. So, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Just being like kind of a, you know, just another Mario Kart Live, but Hot Wheels style, that by itself is not a problem at all. But being the next Hot Wheels game, of course, there is one other game I'm comparing it to, and that is, of course, Hot Wheels Unleashed. Yeah, so if you kind of, you know me for Hot Wheels content and everything like that, it's probably because I did do content on Hot Wheels Unleashed and everything like that. I was majorly excited for that game when it got revealed, and I followed it every step of the way. You know, I've done a lot with Hot Wheels Unleashed, even won tournaments and stuff like that. So, you know, it was a good run and everything. And you know, I consider Hot Wheels Unleashed the best Hot Wheels game to date. I can't recommend it enough, and I want that to happen again at some point. But I don't think Rift Rally is going to be the game to do that. So just kind of giving you a briefer about, you know, some minor tidbits, minor information on what Rift Rally is going to bring to the table. First of all, it's not going to be available for every console, but it is technically a mobile game. In a way, it's going to be available for iPhone and iPad, as well as PS4 and PS5. So, you know, not every platform, but it's a little bit more accessible than Mario Kart Live was. These are actually made by the same people and everything like that, Valon Studios, which I know them personally, not from Mario Kart Live, but from Knockout City. So it's great to see them, you know, doing something again, and something associated with a brand that I really, really love and everything like that. And from what I've seen from the trailer and from a lot of hands-on gameplay that people have been having, is that the game looks pretty good. It looks pretty fun to play and everything like that. But I still can't help but think this is not going to end up being as good as I want it to be. If you guys know me by now, you know the way that I kind of rate racing games and everything like that, or just games in general. And everything. And one thing that I always say that they need is post-launch support and a lot of content to keep me busy. Rift Rally, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna have that. So essentially what I'm saying here is I'm kind of throwing out all of those other like caveats and, you know, things that I would normally be looking at, like soundtrack and sense of speed and stuff like that. I'm kind of throwing all that out because this is not a full-fledged like console game like Unleashed was, but at the same time, I'm still spoiled by Unleashed. So, you know, if it doesn't meet or even come close to those standards that Unleashed has already set, I'm gonna be kind of worried. And other than all of that other stuff that I should be looking at, the one thing that I am looking at is just content. Am I gonna be playing this game as much as I want to be? For those of you who don't know how I like my games, I essentially, you know, if a game comes out this year, I want to be playing that game till like 2025 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like 2026. You know, I want it to last, and I want it to be, if it's a fun game, I want it to, you know, be impactful and make me want to come back to it every now and then. You feel me? Everything like that. Unleashed did a really good job at doing that, despite, you know, it not having any more content anymore, not having any new releases on content. That being said, I've done pretty much everything there is to do in that game. But, you know, every now and then, especially with streams and stuff like that on my TikTok, I do come back and I still play it. Rift Rally, I don't know if that's going to be the case, and there's a couple of reasons why. One, I was looking at the game on GameStop, and I was kind of reading through all the stuff and everything like that. The vehicle roster is kind of something that's kind of worrying me as well, because the Chameleon car, which is the car that comes with the kind of starter pack, if you will. I'm going to use that term because obviously, you know, I'm going to use that term. But yeah, it's kind of what comes with that. It's the car that has the camera and everything like that. You know, Mario Kart Live fans, they'll understand what I'm saying there. So it's the you know, biggest piece of technology that you get out of the pack and everything. It's what sells it. And I appreciate the fact that it can turn into different Hot Wheels models. That's amazing. That's really cool. So when I was looking on GameStop, I read like kind of the descriptions and through all the features and everything of the game, and it said races over like 140 plus iconic Hot Wheels cars, and I was like, okay, 140 plus car. I mean, that's pretty crazy, because, well, that's substantially more than Unleashed has now. So if you got that many vehicles day one, I mean, this could be something. But before putting all of my money down and like saying, all right, pre-order, I actually kind of stopped and I thought about it a bit, and I went to YouTube and I watched some people who got some hands-on, you know, gameplay of the game itself, and I learned that there's really only about 20 vehicles in the game that have like different color schemes and everything like that, which I'll give them points for having different statistics on different color schemes. That's something that's actually unique. But that being said, that 140 plus cars is not really 140 plus cars. It's like 20 cars with 7 different variations. That's not a lot, in my opinion. And, well, this next point is really going to drive it home as to why I really am skeptical about how this game is going to play out. Hot Wheels Rift Rally, in its base edition, because it will have a collector's edition, will cost you $130. That's a steep cost. Now, I get it. As I mentioned earlier, you are technically paying for the, you know, the technology, that being the Chameleon car and everything like that. It's obviously a really, really, really advanced piece of technology and everything like that. It's evolved a lot from what Mario Kart Live was, from what I've heard at least. And, you know, it's got to be able to justify that price. Now, that being said, though, is the content going to be able to justify the price as well? Because, you know, some of that price has got to be going towards the content that I'm going to be getting in the game and everything like that. And $130 for like 20 vehicles and, you know, not a lot of replayability from what I'm hearing. I don't know. Like, that just doesn't seem like something that I would be interested in. And notice I said the base edition when I was mentioning the price. Yeah, this thing has a collector's edition, and if I'm going to be getting any edition, I want to get the collector's edition because it comes with a McLaren Senna and like a collector box and everything like that. So I will be getting the collector's edition, the highest edition of this game, as I did with Hot Wheels Unleashed. I got the Ultimate Stuffed edition, which was like $100 at the time, but I knew I was getting my bang for my buck when I bought that. Here, I'm not so certain. And so what if the game doesn't have like all the content or as much content as I want day one? What if it can get that through like updates and stuff like that? Well, you might be asking yourself that, but at the same time, I gotta ask myself, can you even update a game like this? Because I'm pretty sure if you're going to update the game itself, when you have to update the car as well, or, you know, maybe someone who understands that type of technology and stuff like that can comment on that and let me know if that's really the case, because I don't see that really working out that well, unless you have to plug it to like a power source and everything like that. Obviously, you got to charge the vehicle and everything like that, which leads me to another point. The Chameleon car's battery life appears to be only 2 hours, and it gets back up and running after 1 hour. That makes me hope that there's at least some sort of gameplay that I can experience with the game that doesn't need the chameleon car, even though that's kind of the main selling point of the game, which makes me think, no, there isn't. Otherwise, that'd just be a free game. So, yeah, I am kind of worried about this, guys. There's kind of a couple things that I really want Valon Studios to try to do with this game, and one of them is, one, give it a lot of support and everything like that. I hope this isn't just release and move on type thing, because I'm sorry, with the way I look at games nowadays, in the world, in the time of 2023, you can't expect your game to be that successful if you're just going to release it and move on, because, you know, the odds of that happening is just is very slim. There are some games that do, like, you know, kind of hit it out the park and have their time to shine and like that, but eventually they're going to get overshadowed by other games that receive new content and everything like that. It's going to be a little different. So yeah, just bear that in mind. But there's that, and there's marketing as well, because I didn't hear about this game until like 2 weeks after it had already been revealed, because I was just looking up Hot Wheels stuff, and I was like, you know what, let's see, you know, I was looking up Hot Wheels Unleashed actually, and then Rift Rally popped up, and I was like, wait a minute, is this like a sequel or something like that? And then it's like, no, it's not really a sequel, it's just, so it's a new kind of take on the Hot Wheels brand, something that they haven't done before, and everything like that. So yeah, the marketing is something I really hope they do. I hope they take advantage of the actual real, you know, Hot Wheels diecasts. I would very much like to see something where I would have to buy an actual real life Hot Wheels car to get something in game. That I'm fine with, you know, even though the game costs $130 by itself and the collector's edition is $150, so I'm paying $20 extra just to get the game. But yeah, hopefully they do take advantage of the real cars, because there's one thing I didn't like about Unleashed. Hot Wheels Unleashed really didn't take advantage of using real life models to kind of sell the game. I really wish they would have done something where it was like, hey, we're going to be, you know, releasing this game. There's going to be certain packs out there that you can get with exclusive cars, and, you know, you can maybe enter a code that's in that pack into the game, and then you get that car in game, stuff like that. Because this made me think about that, think that was going to happen, but it never did. I love this 5-pack, don't get me wrong, but the fact that it has Hot Wheels Unleashed name written right on it and everything like that, it makes me feel like, you know, these 5 cars should not have been in the game, and you should have only gotten them if you bought the real 5-pack. That would have been a really good selling point and everything like that. Mattel and Milestone could have really benefited from something like that. And it's not the first time that game companies would have done something like that, especially if they have a real product out there and everything. But they didn't do that. So I hope Valon Studios takes that opportunity while they can, because I wouldn't mind doing that. You know what I mean? I already collect Hot Wheels as it is anyway, so yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of going to wrap up this video. I really just did want to bring more attention to Hot Wheels Rift Rally. I will say this, there will be some more Hot Wheels related content coming to the channel for my next video. The video that I originally had planned, yeah, I'm just kind of going to skip over it and everything. Maybe I'll come back to it at a point, but I felt there's more Hot Wheels stuff that I need to mention, because, well, there's going to be some big things for the channel happening for Hot Wheels, all things considered. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Rift Rally. Let me know if you're going to be getting Rift Rally, and also, you know, answer my questions about Rift Rally if you guys have a clue as to how this type of technology works and everything. You know, hopefully we'll give like a Q&A or maybe a FAQ from Valon. Maybe they do something about that or something like that. I don't know. That'd be really cool though if they did that. And I'll definitely like tune into that, see what they answer, see their responses to everything. So yeah, just kind of let me know your thoughts and opinions on Rift Rally. I'm going to be getting it. I'm going to be pre-ordering it probably next week, so we can get into that. And I'll probably just be streaming it on my TikTok. Link is in the description down below to my TikTok. Well, not the link, but my TikTok username, social, is going to be there. Also, probably going to be on streaming somewhere right here. And yeah, but with all that being said, peace out and reach for the stars.